YouTube, I'm back. So today's topic is going to be about studs, stems, femmes, and also girls, bisexuals. And my question is why do studs prefer not to date bisexuals? Now it kind of blows my mind when I think about this because I feel it's unfair to pass judgment on every girl that's bisexual, or just I think it's kind of petty. My thing is that a lot of videos that I watch, and a lot of people I talk to, they're like, oh, they don't want to do that because that's not their forte. They want someone that's strictly, you know, you know, strictly is a lesbian. Nothing heterosexual about them at all. Like they don't like that because I guess it feels as if they were ever cheat, they would ever date a bisexual girl and they were to cheat on them, it would be more hurtful if they cheated on them with a man rather than a woman. Because if they think like, okay, that's what you want all, that's what you want all along. Understandable. I get that. I get that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like that's understandable. I feel the same way. If I was a stud and be like, oh, you you was messing with old boy over there, but you know what I'm saying? Like I get that. But my response to that is not all bisexuals are like that. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone. You can't pass judgment on everyone that is bisexual and saying, oh, and this goes for male and female. Like, if you're a man that's bisexual, you know what I'm saying? You mess with another man, that's understandable. Like, okay, you're still attracted to the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? It could be something that you're going through right now, or it just could be that that's what you prefer. And from a woman's point of view, I look at it as if like not every woman is like that. You know what I'm saying? You mess with if you feel that way, must have messed with the wrong one, or it may have happened to someone close to you, and they took that chance, but they took the chance with the wrong one. See, not everyone's mindset is like that. Not everyone is going out there and doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not every bisexual girl is like that. So my thing is just like with bisexuals for females, I would say, if you are, make sure you're legit because you're giving the wrong type of impression for all the other bisexual women that are out there. And sometimes they feel, you know, some people feel like, okay, well, that's messed up. You know what I mean? Like, because I watched a few videos and it kind of just like, it's like, wow, like a lot of people feel that way, and it's just like you mess with the wrong one, the wrong type of person that you mess with. That can go for any type of relationship. You mess with the wrong person, it could be a dark skinned girl. Oh, I don't like dark skinned girls. Why? Because I got cheated on by one, and so now every dark skinned girl that you meet, you'll be like, oh no, I don't date them because they cheat. Or vice versa, light skinned girls. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's when you're with that one person and they do that to you, you get that kind of response. And the whole thing with being bisexual, people are like, oh well, if that person's bisexual, then they're automatically going to cheat. Not necessarily. If you mess with the right person, if that person has their mindset straight. Okay, yes, most people that are bisexual just either want to mess with the same sex just because they think it's fun. Hey, oh me, that's what you want to do. That's what you do. You do you. We all entitled to what we want to do, how we do it, and where we do it. As long as you're being discreet about what you do. Um, they want to do it because it's fun. They think, oh, it's cute, you know, to play with someone like that, or it's cute to act like that when you're really not like that. Now I get you on that one. Like I understand people may feel that way about that, but if you want to be like that, stop, cut it out. Cut it out. Whatever. That was corny, but I used to always do that. But seriously, you need to stop. Also, just doing it for attention. Like, where do you get off doing that? But I can understand that, like, how studs may feel about that, like, oh, they don't like for femmes or AGs, whatever y'all want to call yourself. Studs, AGs, whatever you want to call yourself, prefer not to date a bisexual. But don't count out all of them. I look at it as, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about that. And I was like, hmm, yo, she's like, y'all know I went and dated bisexual, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, how dare you say that? I said, first of all, how I feel is this. It's called LB is lesbian, LGBT community. So it's not called LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? LGBT. And I feel as if when, it's hard enough being a part of that community when others inside your own community discriminate against you. That's discrimination within your own kind. You know what I'm saying? Like I personally find that wrong. People you fight so hard, people out there fight so hard for your rights, or whatever, to actually have everything be accepted, but yet you get inside your own community and your own community members dislike you because you're a certain way. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's unfair that you also have to deal with that on top of something else. But you're supposed to feel comfortable, and it's just like you can't feel comfortable. So I can understand on bisexual part of you that are like that, and that are the ones that are for real with it. Like, yo, I'm for real with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is me. I can understand. I understand where y'all coming from, and it's just like, you know, people are like, oh no, I wouldn't date you. So it's just like a woman wouldn't date you, but then like you're like, okay, a man find out that you're, bisexual. He's the one that dates you, so it's kind of like, you don't have anyone. And I mean, so, but I'm not talking about a man. I'm talking about a woman right now. But you understand, it's just like it's hard enough. So for all the studs out there that feel that they're unable to date bisexuals, it's kind of harsh. Personally, how I feel, it's just like you should really change your views on it. If you find a person that's legit, like, okay, yeah, my girl's bisexual, but she's with me. She'd be like, make that, oh, whatever, whatever, whatever. Let me make that face like, oh, whatever. No, she not. You know what I'm saying? If you know this person is legit, don't just jump into it, blinded, like, you about to be in a relationship, this about to work. Because you'll be jumping into the wrong one, and then you get your feelings hurt and think that all women are like that are bisexual. But they're not. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So I feel like you have to pick the right one. And not someone that's just like, that you think, you know what I'm saying, that you only know a little bit. You have to know that person well. If you're trying to do this, you need to know that person well. Like, okay, this person legit, this person just doesn't want sex for me. You know what I'm saying? This person wants to be with me, can see themselves in a relationship with me. And I can see us going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? With this, us progressing, making something, building something together. That's when you know, okay, she's bisexual. I get that. I'm feeling that, and I'm feeling her because you know what? She was real. She kept it 100. She was real. She was honest. It was no lying. It was none of that. And she always kept it real. So that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is anyone to discriminate? That's one thing I don't like. You discriminating in your own community. That's the main thing that I do not like. Do not discriminate inside your own community because it's hard enough. It's hard enough with everything, trying to get everything legalized, having to walk down the street without people trying you, looking at you like, oh, you know what I'm saying, and saying negative comments about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's already hard as it is. So don't make it even harder for somebody in your community to feel as if they're not accepted when they're supposed to be at least accepted accepted as a whole in their own communities, like their own little family. You know what I'm saying? So for all the bisexual girls out there, I feel you on how you feel about certain situations, and you know what I'm saying, we gotta step our game up. You gotta step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're one of those nasty ones that are, or I don't know about y'all gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that are legit, you know what I'm saying? And some, some may be leaning over to not being bisexual. It's just something that they want to see where it goes. They be leaning more towards, okay, I may be full blown lesbian, but right now I still can see myself talking to a man. I don't feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Some women may feel that way, but you know what I'm saying? Like, a good friend of mine was talking, and it was very interesting. I loved it. What she said. She said that she's gay. You know what I'm saying? She's full blown lesbian. But you know what I'm saying? She was like, you know what? She said, I'm a lesbian, But I still find men attractive, but I don't want to mess with them. I don't want to be with one. I don't want to sleep with a man. I don't want to be. I don't. I just don't want him touching on me. None of that. But I can see myself actually looking at one like, oh yeah, he fine. He look good. Like yeah. But is that where I want to be? No. And that's true. Like you know what I'm saying? Like some people, some lesbians are not like that. Some are like, nah, I don't even look like I look past that. That's not what I want. But I can feel her. I felt her on that when she said that. She was like, you know, I see a man like, oh, he's attractive, but I wouldn't get with him. I wouldn't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? And for the women that are, for the men and women that are in the LGBT community, for all the women and men that are in the LGBT community that are going through a struggle with trying to find out who you are, it is a struggle. You know, it's something that you go through. It's something that is hard, and I can understand. Like I really can. I can. I feel for y'all. Like I really do. Trust me, I do. And it's hard. Like I understand the struggle that you may have to go through with accepting who you are, trying to figure out. First of all, trying to figure out is this really me? Trying to figure out how do I go about this, or is this just a phase? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just know. You just you know what I'm saying. Don't rush anything. Let let time. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say let nature take its course. That's so whack, but let yourself have the time. Give yourself the time to just evaluate your entire situation, what you're in. Because if you feel that you've been feeling this way for a long time, you just haven't accepted it yourself. That's all right. Just don't don't rush anything. Don't feel as if you need to do something because of someone else and make them happy. At the end of the day, you have to be happy. You have to be able to walk down a street or get up in the morning and look in the mirror and be like, I'm confident. Despite what anyone else may have to say about you or with anything, you're confident within yourself. And that's the most important thing about being you is you have to be confident in yourself. And I had to learn that. Like I have to be confident. Confidence is always the key. You never let anyone bring you down because this is what anything. Never let anyone bring you down. You know what I'm saying? But back to that whole situation, to let you all know that. So I just want some studs, femmes, or AGs, whatever, Sims, hey, um, input, okay, on what I just said, and give me your feedback, because I want to know, like, that's how I personally feel. Personally, that's how I feel, and I think it's, as like I said, it depends on if you mess with someone that's legit. You can't just mess with any old person. You have to know, you know what I'm saying? So,